Preventing crime and substance abuse, reducing reliance on jail and the ER. As many of you know, that's the two places we have right now. If somebody has a mental health issue, they're either going to jail or they're going to the ER. Neither of those appropriate places for treatment. So what are we voting on? It's a 1.5 millage request of residents, which would garner about $6 million for annual operations of a mental health crisis stabilization center. For the average homeowner, that's about $1,875 a year or $1.50 a month. And there will be $55 million in savings for the community over the course of the tax. In large part, keeping people out of the jails and the ERs. This is not using police time, the amount of money you save there, as well as not buying beds out of parish, which we do right now, as well as numerous other savings that result when people can get treatment and return to be valued members of the community. There are no crisis stabilization centers in all of Louisiana. And the reason there are none because there's not funding for those services. Medicaid will pay a small amount of the funding needed to do that service, not nearly enough to fund the service, so nobody will do it. There's not a private provider that will do this. You have to have either local or state funding to do it. We haven't been able to, we had state funding at one point, that dried up.
You mentioned in your opening remarks that state funding had, quote, dried up, unquote. If the return on investment is such as been depicted here, particularly with regard to emergency rooms, why has the collective coalition not been able to impart upon the present governor the need for that funding, especially since emergency room visits cost state dollars? Why has there apparently, I'm assuming, has been no success in imparting upon the current governor funding this thing as opposed to putting the burden upon the local?
So the question is, why have we not had state funding when I mentioned in my opening remarks that state funding had dried up, and why do we not currently have state funding to provide these services rather than local?
Yes.
And the answer is that, you know, a couple of things. One, local funding is always better because you know the needs of your area. You can use it in ways that are much more significant to your particular community. State funding is something that every year is up for a budget cut, and every year you risk that a program that started and was successful, risk that program going away. So while certainly it'd be wonderful if we had a state funding that would provide these services, because like I said, they're needed all across Louisiana, not just in Baton Rouge. Unfortunately, we've not been successful for that. There have been attempts both by me as well as by other administrations to make these services funded. They have not been. So at that point, rather than saying, you know, we can't say these services aren't needed. We know they're needed. So we then look for other sources of funding, and local funding, like I said, provides more accessibility to the community in terms of, and accountability to that local community as well.
Thank you.